Hey, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using my brand new deck that I just got, the Erotic Fantasy Tarot. Okay, so I've done a couple of readings for myself with this deck, but this is the first public reading I've done with these cards. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. And my intention with this reading, as always, is just to get some new ideas, some new insights, and new perspectives for the week ahead. All right. It's a struggle to get my cards to stand up in a good way for this video with that thingy. Okay. All right, so let's begin with the first card. So this is for a Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And here we have the 7 of Wands. All right, so 7 of Wands for the beginning of the week. So 7 of Wands is telling us to stand our ground this week. You know, there's moments where you need to be flexible and you need to yield. There's moments where you need to sort of be more inactive or, you know, embrace stillness and inactivity. And then there's times where you really need to take action and be more assertive. And this is one of those times to really tap into your assertive side at the beginning of this week. So stand up for what is important to you. Be assertive if you feel called to. This is about standing your ground, not being a pushover, really kind of standing up for yourself. I'm just going to look at this card and see if there's anything else that's jumping out. Be aware if you feel, you know, be on guard for if you feel defensive or if you feel like someone's sort of attacking you or you feel like you have to prove yourself. Just pay attention to that if that does come up. And try to be more assertive as opposed to defensive. So standing up for yourself, being assertive, that's kind of what you want to embrace, as opposed to being defensive or feeling like you have to prove yourself, because that comes from kind of a place of insecurity, whereas being assertive, standing up for yourself comes from a place of feeling secure. So one question to ask as you begin this week is, you know, what are your areas of insecurity? Where do you feel secure and confident? And where do you feel maybe a little bit insecure? And just being conscious of that as you move into this week. As we get to the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday-ish, we have the Chariot. All right. And this is a very sexy card in this deck. So the Chariot is a major arcana card, and it is all about success, achievement, and moving forward. If you've set goals this week, if there's something that you set out to do, the Chariot tells you that you're well on your way to achieving that thing. This is a card of movement, forward movement, taking action. There's a lot of energy behind this card. Another thing that I think is interesting with the Chariot is the Chariot is represented by these 2 sphinxes. There's a white sphinx and a black sphinx. And the black sphinx is like kind of the shadow or what you might not totally be aware of, maybe the subconscious part of yourself. And then the white sphinx is what you're conscious of, what you're aware of. And the message that I get with this card is that your subconscious and your shadow side has just as much power in pulling you forward and what direction you're going in. It has just as much power as the stuff that you're conscious of. And you could even argue maybe even more power, but according to this card, I'd say it's kind of equal. And so you might be conscious of what you're wanting and what your goals are and what direction you're wanting to go in. But there's a side of you that might want something different. And this is about acknowledging both sides of yourself and merging these two parts of yourself together instead of keeping one in the shadows and just paying attention to one side of yourself. Let's look at, just to recap with the Chariot, what I'm getting is this is about acknowledging your subconscious or your shadow side this week. Let's look at the last card. So this is the card for the end of the week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and this is the Page of Wands. Okay. So the Page of Wands, the pages are students and they are learning, they're figuring things out. And the Suit of Wands is all about energy. And so the end of the week and the weekend is about learning how to master your own energy. And that's my girl Merlina in the background. Hey, Merlina. She's asking to be let outside, but it's not a very nice day out there. Okay, so yeah, this is about learning about your energy, and it's about being aware of what kinds of things deplete your energy and what kinds of things give you that spark. What helps you build your energy? And of course, what are you going to put your energy into this weekend? I also think that this is a good time to learn certain energy practices like Reiki. There's different Taoist meditations and exercises, or even yoga is really good at incorporating kind of energy flow into a physical practice. I feel like this weekend is a good time to just become more aware of the energetic side of life and how energy functions for us. So having some sort of practice, whether it's a physical thing, a meditation thing, a spiritual practice, something that acknowledges the energy around us and the energy in our bodies. That's what I'm picking up from this card, the Page of Wands. So let's look at all three of these cards together. And I'm just looking for themes, symbols, something that will kind of jump out. And I'm drawn to the stripes. So there's these stripy things painted on the legs of this woman. Then there's the stripes on the sphinxes. And then there's even stripes on the arm of the Page of Wands. And these stripes almost look like a ladder, like there's like steps kind of. And I'm intrigued by that symbol. I'm not sure what it means. So I will pass that over to you to see if there's anything that stands out for you. So we got two Wands cards, Seven of Wands, Page of Wands, and with the Chariot in the middle. Now, both the Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands, I would say that they're slightly, I hesitate to say insecure cards, but they're kind of insecure. Like Seven of Wands is about maybe feeling kind of attacked, like you have to stand up for yourself. Page of Wands is about kind of learning how to use energy. So I don't want to say insecure, but I feel like these are like learning cards where you're like learning, you're practicing, you're honing your skills. And then it's interesting that the Chariot is in the middle because this is more of a confident card of moving forward. So I think that this week there will be moments where you feel a little bit unconfident, like you kind of doubt yourself, you might feel a little insecure, and that will be balanced out with moments of feeling like you have a solid grounding, like you're sure of yourself, you're moving forward, you have confidence. So you might kind of have a little bit of ebb and flow between those two feelings of being confident, being not confident, and also a bit of ebb and flow. Like it could be in like different areas of your life too. In some areas of your life, maybe you feel really grounded and confident and sure of yourself. And in other areas, you're like, I'm still kind of figuring things out. I just want to see if there's anything else I want to add here. I think I've covered it all. I love the stars though in the background of both the Wands cards. I think that's lovely. Yeah, so if you want to chime in with your 2 cents on this reading, if there's something that you noticed that you want to add, please feel free to do so in the comments below. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I hope you find this reading helpful, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post these videos every week, and be sure to check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I've got lots of fun tarot learning resources for you to check out. I got tarot spreads, a list of tarot meanings. I've got videos on the major arcana cards. There's all kinds of fun stuff for you to explore. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great week.